Hello there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training company, passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial I'm going to give you my top 5 competency interview questions. Now, if you have an interview coming up where you suspect you will be asked a series of competency-based interview questions, please make sure you stick around and watch this tutorial from beginning to end because it will make a huge difference to your preparation and your performance at the interview. Now, before I get into those all-important tips, a very warm welcome to this tutorial. My name is Richard McMunn, that's me there, the bald chap in the centre of the screen, and in this tutorial I will give you top scoring answers to competency-based interview questions. Please do subscribe to my channel to make sure you don't miss out on any of the weekly interview training videos that I'm uploading, and I would also very much appreciate it, as always, if you gave the video a like. Thank you very much. So what are competency interview questions? Well, competency interview questions are basically designed to assess whether or not you have the necessary skills and qualities to carry out the role you are being interviewed for. And there are a number of competencies that an interviewer can use to assess you. Now, the competencies they will use will be very much based on the requirements of the role. But some common type of competencies are team working, for example, working with other people to achieve difficult tasks, working under pressure, demonstrating excellent customer service, being able to solve problems, also leadership and management competencies, and using your initiative to solve problems. So those are just a small number of sample common competencies that are used during interviews. So, about competency-based interview questions, how are the questions posed? Well, the competency-based interview questions will be asked in a number of different ways. So they may say to you, tell me about a time when you carried out excellent customer service, or tell me about a time when you worked under pressure to achieve a complex task. Or they could say, give an example of when you experienced conflict within a team, or describe a time when you worked with others. Have you ever been in a situation where you disagreed with your manager? Now, the important thing when answering competency-based questions is to always give evidence-based answers. You have to give the interviewer or the hiring manager a specific situation that you were in. So when you answer any kind of competency-based interview question, please do make sure you use the STAR technique. So what is the STAR technique? You basically start off your answer to the competency-based interview question by describing the situation you were in. You would then move on and outline the task that needed to be done. You would then tell the interview panel the action that you took, and it's really important to tell them the action that you took and focus on what you did. So if I was answering a competency-based interview question, and I will give you an example in a second, I would be saying, I did this, I did that, I contributed to the team, I supported the others, I took this action, because they are wanting to know about you. And then finally, you have to describe the results of your actions. So it's situation, task, action, result. Make sure you write that down. And whenever you respond to any kind of competency-based interview question, make sure you use that format. So whenever they say, tell me a situation you were in where STAR should immediately spring to mind, and you can say the situation I was in, and that will get you going to give a great answer to the interview question. So a few tips for answering competency-based interview questions before I come on to give you a sample answer to a common question. Be positive throughout the interview. Very important. Be positive. Do not be negative or criticize other people. So do not say, I was working with others, but they didn't perform that well. Okay? Although we want to put you on show that you are the great person, you should never ever be negative in an interview or criticize other people or your former employer. Just don't do it. And also focus purely on what you did and how you contributed to the situation. That's very important. So let's take a look at a few common competency interview questions. Tell me about a time when you worked as part of a team. Give an example of when you delivered excellent customer service. Describe a time when you worked under pressure to complete a challenging task. Have you ever been in a situation where you did not get on with someone in your team? So how do we answer these questions? Let's take a look at a sample answer for the competency-based interview question. Tell me about a time when you worked as part of a team. Now I'm going to utilize situation, task, action, result, and you will see how effective this method is for answering the question. So here we go. A situation occurred one day where my manager came into the office and told us he needed some volunteers to work as part of a team to carry out an urgent stock take of all company goods, as he had to compile an urgent end-of-month report for the company owners. I immediately volunteered to help. The task we needed to complete as part of a team involved methodically and accurately working through all company stock in as fast a time as possible. The action we all took as part of a team included getting a full brief from our manager to make sure we knew what we all needed to do and by when. I then suggested we allocate team tasks based on each other's strengths. My task was to work through all company stock and then record it accurately on a spreadsheet. I calculated how much time I had to complete my specific task, and then, once completed, I offered to support the other team members. The end result was we all worked seamlessly as part of a team and managed to present a full and accurate stock take to our manager on time and to the required specification. Now that is a great in-depth answer, an example of how to answer a competency-based interview question. And remember this, you are essentially telling a story. It's a short story where you're utilizing situation, task, action, result. And another really important tip is you will see that my prompt is in the answer for each specific element. So I say a situation occurred, and then I say the task we needed to do, the action I took, and the end result. So that's how I respond to those questions, by remembering situation, task, action, result, the STAR technique, and it is a winner. It will help you to pass your interview. Now, if you want to download my great answers to competency-based interview questions, there is a link below the video or also in the top right-hand corner of the screen. And you can download all of my answers to competency-based interview questions, or you can go direct to the website passmyinterview.com. I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial. I really enjoy teaching you. Please make sure you subscribe. I appreciate that. And also give the video a like. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Have a brilliant day, and I hope you pass your interview. All the best.